shout out to you. Yeah, the people that work in
Thank you.
Mr. Kane.
Mr. Kane.
BSU president, Crawfish Boys, April 27th.
Come be there.
Celebrate.
Celebrate.
Go out loud.
Okay. But regardless, the people that work in this office are very professional. You know, they you know, it's not run like just some corner store, some messed up, you know, establishment.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's done very professionally. And I take offense to that because it's like I said, a lot of the senators don't want to come in here and meet us. Because they get a little intimidated because it's, you know, minorities have been here and majority. For real.
But student senators, I think, also focus just people on the dorms. They don't focus on the commuter students. But I mean, I think we should talk about that on Thursday with Leah when he comes in here. Hopefully he'll be here. We'll interview him, talk about different topics, see where he's gonna take it. You know,
for sure.
See if there's gonna be a change in SGA. Even though I'm out of here almost.
Yeah.
I really don't care no more.
I really don't care no more.
But I would like to see it change a little bit because it kind of sucks.
Yeah, it does. And you want it to be better for.
And I'm not gonna lie, I've tried my best to do whatever I can in the past years, but I've gotten fed up with this school.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not the school necessarily.
Yeah.
But the students at the school.
Yeah.
And it's like I'm at the point where I'm like, I don't really care what any of these people say anymore. You know, I've had my issues with date auctions being a prostitution thing. Yet they have a Mr. Kelp pageant.
Yeah, they got
I'm pretty sure they did
yesterday.
Whatever they did over there, I didn't go because I'm like, that's kind of stupid. They won't let me have a date auction, but they'll do.
It's double standard.
Mr. Kelp pageant because it's the dorm people's doing it.
That's what I'm saying. It's
Residence Live's doing it. No, but FSA, those are some gangsters there. Those brown kids. Fuck that. All right.
So anyway,
let's get serious now.
Let's get serious. If y'all watch the news out there, 32 people were over at Virginia Tech. 33 now. Okay, so it went up. I was reading the New York Times before I came in, and it said 32, but 33.
I mean, the 33 might include the gunman.
Including the gunman. He was a student over at Virginia Tech. I'm not sure exactly under what circumstances the murders occurred.
What tripped me out was it was an Asian guy.
Oh.
Did y'all hear that? Did you hear that, Tommy?
No, I didn't.
It was a student, yeah, I heard
that. But it was an Asian male.
I heard that.
Wow.
And I was kind of surprised about that.
Okay.
Just in general, you know, you have the Columbine events, you have the Texas shootings, whatever.
They were white male.
Yeah, and you know, you would expect that, right? When they hear it.
Yeah,
like, oh, man.
Yeah, you'd be like, that's what I see. Now, yesterday, we were sitting in SAB and we were talking, and somebody was like, "Oh, you know, a friend of mine. Big shout out to Gabriel Vela, aka Latin Lover. He said, "Oh, well, you know, it was just a crazy white dude." I said, "Hold up." I said, "You never know, man." He said, "We don't know. It hasn't been announced yet." So, yeah. Then we found out it ended up being a
Asian dude.
Asian dude.
Which is different from me. I haven't heard of anything like that.
Well, just like the Washington sniper.
Yeah.
The two black guys.
Yeah.
People were on television. People were on Comic View saying, "Oh, you know, it's a crazy white dude."
They even said it was a Haitian dude. It might have been a Haitian guy or something like that.
Yeah, well, yeah, one of them was. Yeah, one of them was Haitian.
Yeah.
But still in all, when it came out, he was a black dude.
Yeah.
Everybody was like, "Oh my God!" Like, I mean, it was just like the world stopped.
Yeah.
Because just like we were talking about in the stereotype show, there are certain stereotypes that we automatically assimilate to in our minds, and we think, okay, well, serial killer, you know, white male, 35, 45 years old, you know, loner, you know, middle class, so on and so forth.
I understand.
So yeah.
But one thing about this event, I think it's gonna somehow people are gonna talk about increasing security on campuses.
Of course.
I mean, I don't know how something like that just happens, but you know, it's just out of the ordinary. You know, anything could happen here at St. Thomas. One day somebody can just walk in here and do whatever they want.
Yeah,
you know,
that's true.
And I guess it puts fear in people.
And also, you know, the community we live in, you know, a lot of people like it because it's so eclectic and stuff. Mm-hmm. But we right down the street from Montrose and Westheimer. Mm-hmm. And I don't know about anybody else that, you know, that's from Houston that knows, but we got, you know, if you out here at night,
yep,
you see a lot of different things.
About a couple of weeks ago, right there on West Alabama, Montrose, right behind Sound Waves.
Okay.
There was SWAT teams, everything filled out. I was like in the morning working and stuff. I was trying to figure out what's going on. They blocked the roads. Cop came in to the store where I was at, and they talked, and they were like, a guy shot his girlfriend in the head, and she drove in the car to try to go to the hospital.
Oh man.
And then the cops and everybody swarmed over there, surrounded the place, trying to get him down. He's, he was like basically ready to shoot himself, but they were trying to calm him down, whatever,
yeah.
and apprehend him. But stuff like that just happens that was right down the street. Not that many people knew about it because it wasn't a big, case or anything like that.
Yeah.
It was in the news, whatever, and that's it. It was a done deal. I think the lady survived and everything like that, so that was good.
Whoa.
But, I mean, he shot her. She went to the hospital. Most likely, I'm not sure on the details, but I know for a fact that's what happened.
Okay.
So, something like that. I mean, right down the street from school. That's like a block away.
A block away. You know what I'm saying?
So anything could happen around here.
And things have happened around here in the past. True. I can remember a few semesters ago. They had a high-speed chase over there behind the dorms.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, man, it was crazy. But
then